This is WENY News.
Thanks for clicking on the webcast. I'm Cody Carlson. Here is the latest from WENY News and the Star-Gazette. The Republican-led House has rolled back a law restricting gun sales to the severely mentally ill. The House voted 235 to 180 Thursday to repeal the Obama-era Social Security Administration regulation. Republicans are using the Congressional Review Act to roll back all manner of regulations put in by Obama before he left office. The Senate is expected to pass the National Rifle Association-backed measure soon, and President Donald Trump is expected to sign it. A Waverly man is behind bars after he allegedly stabbed a victim during a domestic dispute, and the whole thing happened in front of a 2-year-old child at an apartment on Lincoln Street. 30-year-old Jason Lee Payne was arrested for felony assault in the second degree and a misdemeanor of endangering the welfare of a child. Waverly police say they were called to the intersection of Chemung Street and Lincoln Street around 10 o'clock on Saturday night. A man told police he was attacked and stabbed in the left forearm with a knife by another man. A few hours later, police say Payne turned himself in. Payne was arraigned in the village of Waverly on Sunday and was sent to the Tioga County Jail. Well, if you're planning on being in the Ithaca area tomorrow morning, you may experience some travel difficulties. That's because a truck carrying a 187-ton General Electric steam turbine will be passing through Ithaca. The truck and load combined is over 380 feet long and 20 feet wide. Traffic will be affected to allow the transport through Ithaca to go as smoothly as possible. Around 9:30 a.m., the truck will be driving into Ithaca southbound on East Shore Drive, then southbound on New York State Route 13. It will then drive southbound on North and South Meadow Street, which will be closed from the intersection of Meadow and Hancock Street to the intersection of Meadow and Clinton. The truck will exit southbound on Elmira Road. Once again, traffic patterns will be affected and police will be in the area to help with traffic flow. Everyone is requested to avoid the area if possible while the load travels through Ithaca. Staying in Ithaca, as negotiations between administration and Ithaca College contingent faculty continue, the possibility of a strike is growing. And now several other departments are announcing their support of a contingent faculty. According to WHCU Radio, the anthropology and art departments released statements in support of the possible strike. As we reported in December, the union claims the administration is offering unfair pay for the amount of work they do. Contingent faculty at Ithaca College make up 41% of the total faculty. They have been voicing their opinion about compensation since over a year ago. Well, a handful of regional clean energy companies from across the southern tier gathered in Ithaca to share ideas and information. The businesses and startups who were represented include the 6 winners of last year's New York State Energy Research and Development Authority, also known as NYSERDA, 76 West Clean Energy Competition. One of the businesses, which won $250,000 from the competition, Global Thermostat, created a way to capture carbon dioxide and purify the element for market use.
Oh, first of all, it validates exactly what we're doing, and we're very, very excited to be part of the, sustainability ecosystem in the southern tier.
So by bringing all the entrepreneurs together, not just those that are in clean tech, we can build this great ecosystem that gives them a home and a place to grow, so that over time we have more and more startups, more and more jobs, more and more economic activity right here in the region.
Last year, the business Makatu won the top prize of $1 million for its development of optical sensor technologies with next-generation measurement capabilities. Local healthcare providers looking to improve their facilities will now receive the funding to do so. The Community Healthcare Revolving Fund is helping local health organizations to expand their facilities if they cannot afford it. The state is setting aside almost $20 million for this program. The money will be given in the form of low-cost loans. Mental health treatment centers or community clinics are just a couple of examples of organizations who will benefit from the program. And by doing this, Governor Cuomo says every New Yorker will have access to quality health care. An argument over the construction of new snowmobile trails in the Adirondacks could be heading to trial. The environmental group called Protect the Adirondacks is suing the state over their new trails named the Community Connector. The group says tens of thousands of trees are being cut down, which violates the state's constitution. But the DEC says not that many trees are being cut down. Both sides are arguing over the definition of a tree. Both sides argued before a judge in December trying to avoid trial, but the judge said factual disputes have to be settled in a trial. And now here's Craig Flint with a look at today's forecast. Hey, Craig.
Howdy, Cody. Thanks a lot. Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. Here's your forecast today. A cold start. Still this area of like flurries over the Finger Lakes. Also a little bit of lake effect. And there will be some scattered light snow showers moving through today. Otherwise, clouds and intervals of sunshine. A chilly breeze with a high of 24. And then overnight tonight, partly cloudy, just flurries with a low near 10. And before I get too deep into the weather forecast, I just want to take a moment to welcome my brand new niece into the world, Ayla Grace, little American there. My brother Scott and his wife Alicia welcomed their little parcel yesterday at around noontime, and she is cute. I can't wait to meet her in person, and I can officially say I'm an uncle now. Look at that face. Isn't she adorable? I mean, come on. All righty, here's a look at the forecast and over the northern tier. Congratulations to Scott and Alicia, by the way. 20s over the northern tier today, and a high of around 24 or 25 locally, flurries and some sun, and a brisk breeze. And then over the Finger Lakes, this area, there's been some flurries through the morning hours, and there'll probably be some passing flurries throughout the day, some intervals of sun, highs in the 20s. And you can see how things are kind of behaving here. So with a west wind today, we have some lake effect snow east of Lake Erie and also east of Lake Ontario. The one that is east of Lake Ontario, I'm telling you this in case you have travel plans up towards Syracuse, or maybe you're heading to the Tug Hill for some snowmobiling. The band off of Lake Ontario will be very prominent, and while there's not going to be like a ton of snow, there will be some impactful snow areas east of Lake Ontario. Us locally, this band that is coming off the east end of Lake Erie will try and throw some occasional flurries our way through the course of the day. Then what happens Saturday is winds, which are westerly, kind of shift and kind of veer to the south and west. So that's going to take any lake effect snow tonight and Saturday and lift it north and out of the area. An area high pressure moves into the mid-Atlantic states. That will be with us for Saturday, so skies will be partly sunny. And then another area of low pressure, weak area low pressure, impacts the region late Sunday with some flurries and snow showers. Temperatures in the 20s today, 20s Saturday, not as cold Sunday, 37, and then colder again Monday with some snow flurries. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, messy storm, probably starts as snow on Tuesday. Temperatures rise from the mid-30s into the 40s for a little while Wednesday, but be careful about how you interpret the forecast, because even though I have 44 indicated on Wednesday, that's probably like midnight or during the pre-dawn, and then falling through the day with rain over to snow. And then it's wind and cold Thursday, scattered snow showers with a high of 25. Cody.
All right, thanks, Craig. And for the latest news, weather, and sports, be sure to watch WENY News at noon, 5:30, 6, and 11. And don't forget to pick up a copy of today's Star Gazette. Have a great weekend. I'm Cody Carlson.